Bev again, and I have a serious question for you. Are you a food addict? I mean, be honest with yourself. If I'm honest with myself, I am a food addict. If you put licorice or ju-jubes in front of me, I just have to guzzle them all. I don't care how big the bag is. I'm eating them until they're gone. It's one of my weaknesses. So you have to be truthful. You have to be really honest with yourself. Are you addicted to any kind of food? And some of the typical examples are here, right? Bread, potatoes, potato chips, different kinds of junk food, pasta, rice, sugar, candy, that's me with the licorice. Processed foods have a lot of high fructose corn syrup, which people can get addicted to. Fruit juice, soda pop, chocolate. So these are examples. But what kinds of foods are these? And why are they addictive? Well, these typical foods involve some sort of simple, hyper-palatable carbohydrate. And simple means they're very fast to sugar, right? Now, other types of foods, fats and protein, you don't see in here. Or how about complex carbs? These are special fast to sugar carbs. Have you ever heard anyone say, oh, I'm addicted to spinach, or I'm addicted to celery? No, I don't think so, because those are not these these things that are so easy to swallow and easy to eat, and they taste great, right? Okay, but what these do is they will create blood sugar highs. Okay, and that's always followed by a low an hour or two later. So anyway, that makes you more hungry. And what does that do? It increases your cravings. And think about these beasts, potato chips. I'll bet you if you're addicted to potato chips, and I've begun to develop a bit of an addiction to that in this COVID, so I got to get a hold of that. But if you're addicted to potato chips, you could eat the whole bag in one night, right? This is not good. Okay. Food addicts, what do you have to do? Well, let's figure out first of all what a craving is and what happens when you're actually hungry. We'll talk about cravings first. And there are big differences between cravings and being hungry. Cravings always involve some sort of particular food. And cravings will go away with time. Or they might go away with water, if you drink water, or maybe some sort of activity. But if we're going to talk about real hunger, there are different responses to real hunger. You get a physical sensation in your stomach, right? You know when you're hungry. It involves actually your leptin hormones. Those are the hormones run everything, but that's in my other videos. It doesn't involve any particular food. And it's not going to go away. In fact, it's going to get worse. So these are completely different reactions, and you have to really recognize them. So food addicts, what I would say is that you have to avoid whatever it is that is problematic for you for anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks. You should be able to get away from your addiction at 4 weeks. Now, if you can't, it could be rooted in some sort of previous trauma, or maybe some sort of reward system, maybe even when you were young, or even an abuse system. But it could also be environmental. I mean, every time you go to the movie theater, if they ever open again, and you have to have a big container of buttered popcorn, and you have to have a big soda drink, maybe it's because that's your habit, right? You're at the movie theater and you think, well, that's what I'm doing. That's what I've always done. But that is not being hungry. That's just a craving, okay? Set up environmentally. So you have to be stronger than your history. And you have to ask yourself some questions. And what you have to ask when you're going to eat something is, why do I want to eat this? Am I really hungry? Am I serious about getting rid of some of my excess body fat? Is this a good choice for my weight loss goal? Right? That's a good question. Do I have no self-control whatsoever? I mean, for me, I love the fact that I can go into the grocery store and you know how they have all those candies and nuts all lined up? I can actually walk past the licorice and not get any, which is, to me, very empowering. Another question is, does this chocolate really trump my fat loss goal? Or how about, how long do I have to exercise to work off this, chocolate or whatever I'm eating? Okay, so ask yourself some of those questions to figure out whether you have a food addiction and whether you're actually hungry or whether it's just a craving. So I hope this has helped you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.